So hello everyone. So let's do one more problem on magnetic circuits. So you see the question on your book. So let's go through it. So a mild steel ring of 30 centimeter mean circumference. So up to here I have read. So let's draw the ring. So this is the ring made up of mild steel. So and the circumference is 30 centimeters. So I'll say L equal to 30 centimeters, which is nothing but 0.3 meters. Has a cross-sectional area of 6 centimeters square. Okay, so the cross-section area is also given. So the area of cross-section A equal to 6 centimeters square, which is nothing but 6 into 10 power minus 4 meters square. So I am just converting the units into meters, and has a winding of 500 turns on it. Okay, so there is also a winding. This N equal to 500 turns. Okay. The ring is cut through at a point so as to provide an air gap of 1 mm in the magnetic circuit. So this is my magnetic circuit, and at one point it is cut to create an air gap of 1 mm. So I'll just create an air gap here. So 1 mm air gap, or Lg is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Okay. So length of the air gap is that much. It is found that current of 4 amperes in the winding produces a flux density of 1 Tesla. So the current is 4 amperes. This is I. So what is my ampere turns? So Ni is nothing but 500 into 4, that is 2080. So 2000 ampere turns is creating a flux. Okay, so what is the flux density? Flux density B is 1 Tesla, okay, or 1 Weber per meter square. Okay. So now find relative permeability of the mild steel. Okay. So how do we solve this problem? So because everything is given, I can find out except the mu r of the mild steel is not given. So that is the unknown. Okay. So if I go back to our procedure to solve magnetic circuits, so the flux is given. Because flux density is given and area is given, I can calculate what is the flux. This is known, this is known. The reluctance is unknown because of the mu. Okay. So first we will calculate what is the reluctance, and then from that we will calculate what is the mu r. Okay. So let's go back. So what is the flux? Flux is nothing but flux density multiplied by area. See, flux per unit area is this one. So for example, this is Webers, the unit. This is Webers per meter square, and then the area is in meter square. So the meter square will cancel, we get the Webers. Okay. So what is flux? 1. And what is the area? Sorry, the cross section area, that is 6 into 10 power minus 4. So therefore the flux itself is 6 into 10 power minus 4 Webers. So I calculated the flux. Then we know what is the ampere turns. So I can find out the total reluctance. Total reluctance is nothing but total ampere turns divided by the total flux. Okay, so total ampere turns is 2000 divided by 6 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so how much is this? So let me calculate that. So if 10 power minus 4 goes up, it will become 10 power plus 4. Then these 3 zeros I will cancel out and make it 10 power 7. Then 2 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 3. Okay. So I will write 1 by 3 into 10 power 7 is my total reluctance. Okay, so I calculated the reluctance. Now this reluctance, total reluctance, is nothing but reluctance of the air gap plus reluctance of the mild steel. So what is reluctance of the air gap? Reluctance of the air gap is nothing but, we have the formula, length divided by mu into E. So what is the length of the air gap? 1 mm. So therefore that is 1 into 10 power minus 3 meters divided by mu, 4 pi into 10 power minus 7, and mu r is 1 for the air. Okay, so relative permeability is 1 for the air, and then area of cross section, that is again 6 into 10 power minus 4. So this quantity will give me reluctance of the air gap. So let's see. So 10 power minus 4 goes up, it becomes 10 power plus 4, then this 2 will cancel out each other and it becomes 10 in the numerator. Then 10 power minus 7 goes up, it will become 10 power plus 7. So total in the numerator I have 10 power 8 divided by 4 into 6 is 24 pi. Okay, so this is my reluctance of the air gap. So I think I have to use calculator to find that. Okay, so 10 to the power of 8, okay, so divided by 24 divided by pi. So I am getting 1326291. Okay, so this is a quite large quantity. So this is the reluctance of the air gap. So what is the reluctance of the mild steel? So I know total, I know this one, so I can find out the reluctance of the mild steel. Reluctance of the mild steel is nothing but total reluctance minus air gap reluctance. That is 1 by 3 into 10 power 7 minus 1326291. So let's calculate that. So 10 to the power 7 divided by 3, I get some quantity, minus 1326291. So I am getting some quantity like this, 2007042. This is the reluctance of the mild steel part. But I can also calculate reluctance of the mild steel using the formula length by mu naught mu r into A. So I know these three quantities, mu r itself is unknown. So if I just interchange them, so mu r is nothing but L by r of mild steel into mu naught into area of cross section. Now what is the length of the mild steel? So it is given 30 centimeters. So the 0.3 meters is in the numerator. In the denominator we have this number 2007042. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7, and then area of cross section is 6 into 10 power minus 4. So this is my entire calculation. Okay. So 10 power minus 7 and 10 power minus 4 will go into the numerator and become 10 power plus 11. So using this I'll now calculate. So what do I have? (11) 10 power x multiplied by 0.3. So this is in the numerator divided by, I open the brackets, 2007042 multiplied by 4 multiplied by pi multiplied by 6. So finally I am getting the value 198.2. So this 198 is supposedly what is the mu r of the mild steel. So it is a unitless quantity, it doesn't have any units because it's a relative permeability. Is the mu r of mild steel. So that completes one part of the question, that is part 1 of the question. So here the answer is 198. Okay. Now, what is inductance of the winding? Now, how do you know the inductance of the winding? It's very simple here. We just, in one video back, we just calculated this equation. So from this I can know what is inductance. Inductance is nothing but N phi by I. N is known, phi is known, and I is known. So I'll just calculate that. Inductance is N phi by I. So N is 500 turns, current is 4 amperes, and the flux is, we had just calculated the flux here, 6 into 10 power minus 4 Webers. Okay, so from this I can calculate the inductance. Okay, so let's do that. So we can, so 10 power minus 4 cancels out with these two zeros. Okay, so you will have 10 power minus 2. So that is 5 into 6 divided by 100. So this is in the numerator. So divided by 4. So I'll get 0.075 henries. Okay, or you can write it 75 millihenries. So this is my inductance of the winding. So this is inductance with the air gap. Okay. So you can also try how it will change. If just you remove the air gap, the inductance will increase drastically. Just introducing the air gap, the inductance will reduce. So that I'll leave it for you to find out. Okay. So with this I'll end this video. We'll see more problems on magnetic circuits in future.